Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me. My name's Jennifer with True to You Yoga, and today's flow is going to be working on some open twists. To start with, let's all just come to easy seat. Either your right foot or your left foot can be in front. It doesn't really matter because we will switch a little bit later on. Bring your hands to your thighs and your knee area. Sit up nice and tall and straight. If you need to put a blanket or a cushion under your bottom so then you're not rounding your lower back, go ahead and feel free to grab that now. Chin is parallel to the floor, gaze is forward, and if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and close your eyes. Let's take 2 big inhales and exhales here, just to kind of sink into our practice, sink into our time together. Relax your shoulders, release that tension so your shoulders aren't up as earrings. Your next inhale, using your arms, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull our chest forward like we're doing a cow pose. Shining your heart forward, bringing it through your shoulders, a little arch in your back. And then exhale, we're going to push away and round our back and drop our head down towards our chest. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. Coming forward into that cow pose, bringing our chest forward, tipping our body forward a little bit, and then exhale, leaning back and rounding, dropping our head towards our chest. Inhale, back to center. We're going to do some Sufi grinds. So you inhale your chest forward. You're going to exhale towards your right, bringing your torso towards your right. As you swoop on around towards the back, through that cow pose, or cat pose, I'm sorry, and then start to inhale as you bring your body around to your left, and then up through your shoulders, your chest goes to your cow pose. Let's do it one more time, going that way. So torso to the right, around to the back, torso to the left, and then to the front. Let's go the other direction. So torso to the left, around back, to the right, and up to the front. One more time like that to the left. Right and front. Come sitting up nice and tall and straight. Inhale your arms up overhead. We're going to exhale and twist to your right, bringing your right hand behind you, and your left hand can go on your knee. We're going to do a twist. So lift up out of your pelvis, and we're not going to crank to twist. Just gently twist, trying to use your back to twist as much as you possibly can. And don't feel that you need to crank your neck to look behind you. Look where it's comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale, long breaths. Anytime you get uncomfortable, especially focus back onto your breath. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to your side. Now let's switch your ankles. So for me, that means my left foot is now in front, and we're going to go through that same little vignette section on our other side. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down towards your side, and we're going to go inhale into your cow pose, chest forward, gaze is forward. You can tip your chin just a tiny, tiny bit, and then exhale, round your back for cat pose. Dropping your head towards the floor. Inhale, cow. Tipping that tailbone back a little bit, like you got a tail back there you want to wag. And then exhale. Now we're going to tuck that tail and round our back. Inhale. We're going to go through to your cow, and then exhale towards your left side with your torso around through the back, into your cow, to your right, and then back up to the front. Do it again that direction towards your left, your back, your right, and front. And then take it the opposite direction, right, back, left, front. You might hear a little cracking and popping going on in your back as you're doing these. That's perfectly normal. Come back towards center. Inhale, arms up overhead, and we're going to exhale and twist to our left. Your left hand goes behind you. Go up on those fingertips. Your right hand goes onto your knee. Lift up nice and tall and then twist up out of your spine and not cranking through your arms. Abs are engaged, spine is long. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, hands down to your side. Go ahead and come into tabletop. If you would like that blanket under your knees, feel free to go ahead and grab it and place it under your knees now. In tabletop, get things nice and tight. Your back is flat, your abs are engaged. You can do a little to feel that engagement throughout all 360 of your core. Inhale, bring your right arm up to the sky, and then exhale, we're gonna sweep it down between our left arm, our torso, and then lower our body to the floor. So you're kind of on your right shoulder. You can walk your left hand out, up towards the top of your mat, and then push into your mat just a little bit to open up your upper body, and then also stretch down your side. Work to keep your hips flat as much as you can and not open up through your hips. Bring that left hand back in under your shoulder, push yourself back up, right arm back up towards the ceiling, and then bring that right hand back down towards the mat. Now let's do it on the other side. So inhale and lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, swoop that arm underneath your torso so it's on the mat, chest down towards your mat, and you can walk that right hand up over your head again, push into the floor, and bring your torso into a little bit more of an open twist, keeping those hips level. Abs are engaged. Relax as much as you possibly can. Right hand back in under your shoulder. Press up. Bring your left hand back up to the sky and down onto the mat beside you. On your next poses, you may need your blocks. So if you want to go ahead and grab those real quick and place them at the top of your mat. We're going to bring our right foot forward. If you need to pick it up and carry it there, whatever works for you, into your low lunge. If you want your blocks during this low lunge, you can grab those and place them on each side of that right foot. Right hip back, left hip forward. Think about buckling that mat in between you. Abs are engaged. From here, we are going to bring our right arm up towards the sky, twisting open, bringing our chest facing the wall. But we're still working to keep our hips square as much as possible. Look where his gaze where is comfortable. Your next exhale, go ahead and shift your body weight up off the floor so your left hand is parallel with the floor as well, and your arms are in one straight line. If you are comfortable here and want to take it to another option, you can tip your right arm towards the back of your left leg and your left arm up overhead, reaching behind you into a reverse low lunge. Feel that all down the left side of your body. Next exhale, go ahead and cartwheel your hands back down towards your floor. Take your right foot, bring it back so you are in tabletop again. We're going to switch sides, so bring your left foot forward, getting there however you need to, into your low lunge. Think about squaring off your hips, pulling and pushing however you need to get them there. Energetically thinking about it. Engage your abs, spine is long. Inhale and exhale that left arm up towards the sky, opening up our chest, but still keeping our hips square. Gaze where is comfortable for you. If you're comfortable here and want to take it another step, another option, you can go ahead and push your upper body up, keeping that twist, working on that balance, and then your right arm and your left arm are in line with each other, parallel to the floor with that open twist. And then your next option is to take your left hand towards the back of your right leg. Your right arm reaches up overhead, giving a nice stretch on your right side body. In the reverse lunge. Exhale and bring your arms back down towards your block in a cartwheel, and your left leg can go back into tabletop. Your blocks can stay right here because you might decide you still want them throughout the next set of poses. Bring your right leg back up and your foot in between your hands or your blocks. Tuck your left toes and straighten your left leg so you are in a runner's lunge. Again, your hands can be on the blocks or on the floor, whatever's comfortable. And nice long spine, abs engaged, pulled up off of your thighs. Right hip pulled back, left hip pulled forward. Inhale and lift your right hand up towards the sky like we did previously in your low lunge. If you want that back knee on the floor, feel free to go ahead and put it back down there. We're going to do that same little series, except in a high lunge version. Again, stay in your low lunge, back knee on the floor if that's what works for you today. Inhale, exhale, slowly lifting your body. This takes a whole hell of a lot of balance into that open twist in a high lunge where your arms are straight across, parallel to the floor. Your back leg is straight and strong, lots of energy shooting out the heel of your foot. Your right knee is pretty much over your right toes. If you want, you can go ahead and tip back like we did before in that reverse. And if you fall over, it's okay. Don't worry about it, just hop up back into it. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands back down. You can cartwheel them to the floor. Step your left foot forward. So you're in a kind of a forward fold. Your knees are bent, and just sink that bottom down towards the floor for a chair pose. Lift your upper body. Your hands can go to a prayer position, or they can stay on your thighs. Your back is long and strong. Abs are pulled up out of your thigh. Gaze is kind of down towards the edge of your floor. Exhale, hands back down towards your blocks. Left leg steps back, knee to the floor. Right leg steps back, and you're back into table. Let's take a moment here. Inhale and exhale a few times. Slow your heart rate. Give me a breather. Bring your left foot forward now. We're going to do the same series on this side. Tuck your back right toes. Your hands stay on the floor. Pop your right knee up off the floor, and you are in a low runner's lunge. Again, think about your hips being square, your belly lifted up, spine is long. And if you want, go ahead and drop that right knee back down to the ground for a regular low lunge. Inhale and sweep that left arm up towards the sky, in line with your right arm. Keeping your hips flat as much as you can, lots of energy throughout that back leg, keeping it engaged. If you're comfortable here, go ahead and start to rise up to a high lunge with an open twist. Think about those hips, because quite often the left hip wants to start to shoot forward. Think about bringing that right hip forward. Again, you can keep this in that low lunge with your back knee on the floor. If you're comfortable, go ahead and start to do that reverse tip. And don't forget, if you fall over, it's okay. Cartwheel your hands back down towards the floor, your blocks. Bring your right foot in, step forward, so you're in kind of a modified forward fold. Sink your bottom down towards the mat a little bit. Lift your chest up, engage your abs. Back is long and strong. Hands are where comfortable. Deep breath. Think about rotating those thighs so your inner thigh goes in, your outer thigh goes out. Your next exhale, hands to the floor, right foot back. Drop that right knee, left foot back, knee on the floor. So you're back in your tabletop. If you have your blocks, go ahead and move those. Let's just take a couple breaths here in tabletop. Keep your back flat. I want to put that glass of water on there without you spilling it. Gaze down towards the floor. Fingers are spread wide. Set back towards your heels and sweep your legs out in front of you. We have one more pose before Shavasana. If you need the blanket under you, go ahead and feel free to grab that, so then you can keep that long line and you're not doing a little tip. Legs long out in front of you, feet are flexed, heels on the floor, knees are lifted just a little bit. Abs are engaged, long spine out of your pelvis. Bring your right knee, bend it, and then you can either keep it so your right foot is just right beside the inside of your left knee, or you can take your right foot and bring it to the outside of your left knee. Again, keeping your left leg nice and active. You want both booty cheeks on the floor during this twist. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, we're going to twist to our right. Our right hand goes behind us. Our left hand can go on the outside of our right thigh. Lift up nice and tall. So when you inhale, think of lift. Exhale, think of twist. And twist from your mid-back. And don't just crank with your arms, but use your abs to help you twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Slowly start to unwind. Bring your right leg long. Engage it. Toes are flexed. Knees lifted just a little bit. Left leg bends. And then your left foot can be on the inside of your right knee, or you can step it over so then your left foot is on the outside of your right knee. Both booty cheeks on the floor. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, and bring your left hand behind you, your right hand on the outside wrapped around your knee, and then push into the floor with your right big toe. Inhale, think length in your spine, and exhale, think twist. Let that twist come from your abs. Slowly start to unwind. Bring that left leg out in front of you, and then we are going to roll down onto our backs for our much deserved Shavasana. Go ahead and fix your bottom however you need to, so then your tailbone is long. Glide those shoulder blades down your back. Let your feet flop open, your arms out to your side. Relax those shoulders down. Close your eyes if you want to. Deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Another deep breath in. Big sigh out your mouth. With every sigh out your mouth, feel yourself just sink heavier and heavier into the mat. Slowly bring your breath back to normal. Try to just shut off your thoughts as much as you can. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing some circulation back into your body. You can hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. You can do a big good morning stretch, whatever works for you. And then gently roll over onto your side, whichever side feels comfortable to you today. If you are pregnant though, please roll over onto your left side. Another big deep breath here, in and out your nose. Next exhale, using the strength in your right arms or your top arm, start to push yourself up to an easy seat. Big inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, your hands through to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I really enjoy what I do. I love sharing yoga with you all. So if you could like, comment, subscribe to the channel, that would be wonderful. If you have any comments, please, please, please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you're looking for so I can do films specially designed for what you all are looking for. I love to do those kind of flow requests. Thank you again so much for joining me. May you always stay true in your intentions, true to your heart's desires, and speak loving truth to those around you. Love ya.